So hey guys, it's Rahul here, and in today's video we are going to talk about one of the most confusing topics for most of the freshers who are just getting started into coding, about what actually their first programming language should be. Either it should be Java, or it should be C++ or Python or JavaScript, or there are a hell lot of languages. So what should be your first language? We would be talking about that in detail. So without wasting our time, let's get started. So there are a lot of languages available in the market nowadays, okay? So if you are into college and you are into coding, then you must have heard about few of the code programming languages. So let me tell you few. Like Java and C++ are mostly used for DSA, Python for machine learning and for data analysis purposes, JavaScript majorly for web development purposes, and a lot more. So these are few of the topmost programming languages that are used worldwide and are most common among the college students, specifically in India. Okay, so since there are a lot of options available for you as a fresher to learn, so should you learn all of those? Should you learn either one or two? What actually your first programming language should be on the basis of your purpose or what you want to become in future? I would be providing a few points, few bullet points on the basis of which you can specifically decide that okay, this should be my first programming language. I should devote most of my time in this so that it would be helpful for me in future, and if I get a good command over this language, then it's obviously going to help me a lot in the future. Okay. But before telling these points, I want to clear you just one thing, and that is a super amazing point. That is, it is not like that there are tens or thousands of programming languages, then you would take similar kind of time in learning each of those programming languages. What I mean to say from this is, suppose you first start learning Java, okay? So you devote at least 6 months in learning Java programming language. So when you would switch to any other programming language like C++ or C, you would hardly take 10 to 15 days to cover all the concepts of that particular programming language, and you would not become pro in that, but you would able to use it in a much better way. Okay, so starting a programming language is quite difficult, but switching to a similar programming language is very easy. Like switching from Ruby or R to Python, you can say, or from JavaScript to TypeScript, or from C++ to C, or you can say Java. These languages are quite similar to each other. So if you devote a good amount of time in just a single programming language, then your switching would be super easy. Okay, so don't get so much confused regarding okay, I should learn this programming language or not. If that is a good language and that fulfills your purpose, then you should definitely learn the programming language, because in future as a developer you have to learn a lot of programming languages. It is not like you have learned C or C++, then you have to spend your next 15 years in that language only. No, because being a software developer, I have spent around 1 year now. I have worked on around 4 to 5 languages in that 1 year only. So that is a lot, and the tech world is changing nowadays so much fast. So there is no such guarantee that which programming language would be helpful for you. Okay. So other than that, I am going to tell you the points like which programming language is helpful in which purpose, and on the basis of that you can decide that you should be learning which language. Okay. So coming to the point number 1. If you are someone who is preparing for SD roles, or you can say you want to be in software development, you want to get an internship, or you can say job, you are in BTech Computer Science specifically, okay? So I would suggest you should start brandly from C++ or Java. Both are super amazing languages. Both covers concepts of DSA very nicely, and you would able to solve them with the help of these languages. C++ is fast in DSA as compared to Java, but both have their own pros and cons. I would not go into that. But yes, if you want to start DSA, if you want to crack any internship or get a job, just blindly start from C++ or Java. So field number 2 that comes in my mind is of web development. So if you want to become a web developer, you should start learning JavaScript. JavaScript is an all-rounder language, and it is one of the most popular language when it comes to the world of development, right? So if you want to become a web developer, just directly start from JavaScript. Super amazing, robust, and all-rounder language. You would get to know a lot of concepts with the help of JavaScript, and yeah, just go and learn JavaScript if you want to get into web development. So the field number 3 is data science or machine learning. So if you are someone who is quite fascinated to learn machine learning, then I have prepared a roadmap for you. Then you can check out this video of mine. And talking about which programming language comes, yeah, it is obviously Python. If you want to learn data science, or you can say machine learning, then you should be knowing the programming language called Python. So if you are someone who is thinking your future as a machine learning engineer or a data science engineer, then you should be focusing on learning Python specifically. Okay. So coming to the field number 4, that is app development. So app development, you can divide that into two, either Android or you can say iOS. So for Android development specifically, it requires Java programming language. So yeah, it came in DSA also, but I mean Java itself has 2 to 3 parts. So that is a big programming language. Okay, that is a big programming language. Okay, so for Android development, Java programming language and the framework of Kotlin is used. And for iOS app development, the Swift programming language is used. So you can choose your language as per your interest. Most of the students choose Android development. So if you are into that, then you can learn Java and Kotlin, and you are into iOS development, then you can choose Swift language. Okay. So field number 5 that I want to consider for a college student is game development. So if you want to develop your games, if you think that game development is super cool for you, then you can learn the programming language called as C#. Okay. So that is a super cool programming language, .NET, C#. So these are something that comes in my mind by hearing game development. So yeah, you can learn any of these programming languages based on your purpose. So these were the major fields and they are major programming languages that can help you to get excel in those fields specifically, and they would help you in longer term if you incline your programming language along with the field of your interest. Okay. So yeah, if you have any doubts, then you can ask me in the comment section. I hope this video is helpful for you. If yes, then please don't forget to drop a like, and I will be catching you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.